there, welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki Rae and this is Baby's First Budget. I am 32 years old and I've managed to make it this far in my life without ever doing a budget. I think it's time that I start. I spent the last year watching budgeters on YouTube and they have been so inspiring and it has amazed me so much what they can do while being intentional with their money. I thought it'd be nice in 2022 to start a budget and start intentionally spending my money instead of, just spending it willy-nilly and it just being gone. So my name is Nikki Rae and this channel is Baby's First Budget because I'm baby and it's my first budget. This is a happy planner, budget planner. I like that this first page has your financial goals as well as a section for important dates and also unexpected expenditures. That's really exciting, and I'm going to be writing out some financial goals for myself. This book does have a spot for you to plan those goals for every month, so I thought it would be nice to have 4 goals for each month. So I'm going to put those in now. So I decided that this month I'm actually gonna have 5 goals. The first one seems kind of redundant, but it is my first budget. Like, I'm not used to staying on budget. So I really want this month for me to focus on staying within the parameters that I've given myself. One way I wanna help myself with that is by meal planning. I think that meal planning and making sure that I'm purchasing my food intentionally and eating all of it before purchasing more is probably going to be a good way to stay on budget. Third, I need to prioritize my long-term and short-term goals over my impulsive nature. So last year I was diagnosed with ADHD and at 32 it was kind of surprising, but honestly not really. I need to retrain my brain to make decisions based on what I need rather than what I want in that moment. My 4th goal is to make a habit of saving money. That's the point of the budget, and that's also one of my reasons for budgeting is I'm 32 years old and I have no savings whatsoever. And I need to change that. And in order to do that, I need to change my habits. And while change is scary, this is going to be good for me. And I'm glad you're here to help and to watch. The 5th one is just to have fun because honestly, if we're not having fun, what are we doing? So with that, I'm going to add my important bills and upcoming purchases. Here, I've listed upcoming bills, including my car payment, cell phone, internet, car insurance, renter's insurance, and I have an account with a firm right now that I'm making payments towards. I also have listed upcoming purchases. I wanted to make sure I listed my sister's birthday. She's going to be in town for a couple of days, so we'll be spending some money there. I also have a subscription box for my cats and my Netflix and Amazon Prime. I went ahead and filled out January's monthly spread. I had and put in all of the days when I have payments either coming out of my account or bills due. I've also put in my paydays. I am paid twice a month on the 7th and the 22nd. Okay, I've gone ahead and gone in and put in all of the payments that are due. I also have my 2 paydays in, and I've noted over on the 24th that my W-2 will be available from work. I figured that this is a good place to put that because this is my taxes. So I can start my taxes on that day. I have 3 credit card payments, and I listed my sister in town just so that I can remember that I might have extra spending those 3 days. All right, and then let's go ahead and go on into the monthly budget. The personal decision to pay my my rent, electric, and gas all in one. And I'm going to keep that portion of my paycheck as well as those bills private Just because I'm sharing on the internet doesn't mean I have to share anything. I know it's kind of weird to like be hung up on that one thing, but you know, here we are. So the next thing that I'm gonna list is my renter's insurance, and that is $18. My internet, we don't pay for TV. My house, we just use the internet or our cell phones. For transportation, I'm gonna list my car payment here. I am also gonna list my car insurance, my gas, and I have a savings fund called Car Stuffs. For that, it's 301 and 120. I give myself $60 a month, and I budget $25 for car stuffs. I'm probably gonna start putting more towards car stuffs, but $25 should get me a month, should get me to the point where I can pay my tags when they come up in September of this year. So I'm just gonna keep going with this. So I went ahead and filled in this side. Again, like I said, my rent, gas, and electric all come out at the same time of my bank account. So I am just going to mark those as paid and remove that amount from my income, and we're just gonna budget without those. I've put in my insurance, my car payment. I do have 4 accounts that I'm going to write down, and 3 savings trackers. So let's flip over to that. Here are the 3 savings trackers that I'm going to be saving in this month. What I like about this is they only have space for 8 trackers, and so it's going to help me focus each month on only a couple things. And so we're gonna do these are the 3 sinking funds I'm going to focus on this month. So with this budget, what I'm going to be doing is I do get paid twice a month. This is the monthly budget that I'm going to work from. By the end of the month, I want to have put $100 in my month ahead account, $50 in my travel account. I am going abroad in March, and then $150 in fund money, and that's just going to be for me and my sister and my family to have fun while they're here. I do need to make payments towards these 4 accounts rather. I have my Affirm payment due on the 27th, and I'll probably order these differently next time. I didn't order them in any order, and I hate it. Then I have my Bank of America. This is my minimum balance. I'm going to be making my minimum payments and then also making an extra credit card payment. And I think I'm going to be doing that a la the debt snowball to the credit card with the lowest amount. And then I can keep adding. Once I finish one credit card, I can add that payment to the next. And my biggest goal, I did end up racking up about $6,000 in credit card debt last year. So I need to pay that down. This is really cute, a monthly budget challenge. Try not to spend anything outside of necessities for at least 1 week this month and report back. I think it's really nice to challenge ourselves, to challenge myself, and to also have space to reflect on that challenge. So I am trying to do a 0 I did add in this little column here. What I'm trying to do is a zero-based budget. I want to make sure that all of my money I've allocated somewhere, I know where it's going and know what it's doing for me. And so I think the one way to get a really good hold on that, especially to start out, is a zero-based budget. And that's what I've done here. I've made sure that I've balanced everything out to $0. And then the way I'm going to keep myself on track and what we'll do next week is to start on my 4 weeks of paycheck. So it is a little wonky because my last January paycheck is going to go into February. But what we'll do, I'll post a video on the 10th and it'll be of me cash stuffing and setting up all the payments that need to go out in this week for those 2 weeks, and we'll set that up right here. I do have 4 of these. I just throw these in my wallet so that I'm not running around with a lot of extra cash. And I do have each of my little, these seem to be the 4 that I spend on the most. I'm running around, I'm getting, personal, I'm getting cat food and house stuff. I'm getting groceries. Oh, gas, I'm getting gasoline, or I'm out getting groceries, right? Like, I don't need to be walking around with any of my other cash monies, but I do also have the traditional sinking funds. I have them separated into 2 different binders. I sort of have them separated based on frequency of use and importance. I kind of have them just, shoved in everywhere. Anyways, I'm so glad you could join me today. This is, I don't know if you noticed, but my first budget ever. And I think that I did a pretty okay job. I'm sure if you have any tips or tricks, I'd love for you to leave them in the comments below. This is what my month is looking like. Let me know if you're new to your budgeting journey or if you've been doing this forever and how you are doing. Had a really great time putting this all together, and I look forward to seeing you guys all next week. Thanks so much for joining me at Baby's First Budget. I hope you have a great day, and goodbye.